Many in esoteric and starseed traditions speak of a legendary event called the Rendering of the Thrones, which is often tied to the Lyran Draco Wars. These stories appear in channeled material, New Age teachings, and comparative mythology. It's a fascinating topic that blends science fiction with ancient wisdom. So let's break it down. The term thrones refers to the seats of rulership or guardianship over developing civilizations. Think of it as the galactic equivalent of being a sovereign nation or having a seat at the big kids' table. The Lyrans and the Dracos had these thrones. Now, who were the Lyrans and the Dracos? The Lyrans are described as one of the first humanoid star races in our galaxy. They are said to have seeded life in many star systems, including the Pleiades, Orion, and Earth. They are known for their wisdom, creativity, and pioneering spirit, where the Lyrans spread diversity and freedom. The Dracos sought centralized power. The Draco or Draconian or reptilian races are often depicted as highly militaristic, hierarchical, and empire-building. Their origin stories place them in the constellation Draco. They value domination, control, and the survival of the strongest. Okay, so what happened during the Lyran Draco Wars? Known as one of the earliest galactic conflicts, sometimes called the First Great War, the Dracos invaded Lyran colonies, destroying entire star systems and scattering the Lyrans to places like the Pleiades, Sirius, Orion, and Andromeda. This scattering seeded many human-like star lineages, and according to some esoteric accounts, certain human groups carry the trauma of the war into the new worlds. If you think of the Dracos as an authoritarian regime, then you can picture the impact on those who survived the war. It was not only a physical and planetary destruction, but a shattering of a way of life and a fracturing of self-understanding. This brings us to the crux of the matter, the rendering of the thrones. After centuries of devastating wars, the balance of power shifted dramatically. The Lyrans lost their central thrones of power, and the Draco rulers took over many star systems. But there's another layer to this story. Some esoteric accounts go further, describing a cosmic council stepping in, perhaps a bit like the Galactic Federation, to redistribute the rendered thrones to prevent galactic collapse. Symbolically, the thrones represent the right to guide younger, less advanced species. In essence, the rendering symbolizes an immense power struggle. It's an archetypal battle between freedom and control, compassion and domination. Playing out on a galactic scale, it mirrors the human condition where democratic freedom stands in stark contrast to the allure of empire and tyranny. It also resonates with humanity's scattered nature, hinting at our potential to reclaim our ancestral wisdom and unity. Now let's talk about the symbolic and esoteric meaning of all this. Firstly, it's important to note that while there might be historical kernels to these myths, we're primarily dealing with symbolism. Secondly, the rendering is an archetype, a story that reflects the eternal struggle between opposing forces. It's not just about a war between two alien races. It's about the battle between light and darkness, freedom and oppression, love and fear that exist within each of us. By understanding this archetypal drama, we gain insight into our own inner struggles. The rendering becomes a metaphor for our journey towards enlightenment. Moreover, this myth echoes in numerous cultures as fallen thrones, lost kingdoms, fallen angels, dethroned kings, all pointing to a time when humanity enjoyed a higher state of being before a great fall. The biblical imagery of thrones, dominions, and powers cast down in Revelation 12, with the dragon cast to earth, also resonates with this narrative. The story of the Tartarian collapse, the sudden removal of a glorious golden empire to make way for a more militaristic, centralized order, also finds parallels here. In a nutshell, the rendering of the thrones and the Lyran Draco Wars symbolizes a pivotal moment in galactic history, a power shift from the creative pioneering freedom of the Lyrans to the militaristic control of the Dracos, a scattering of humanity as ancestors across the cosmos, and an enduring archetypal battle between opposing forces that continues to resonate within us today. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this overview was helpful and sparked your curiosity. Remember, we're all co-creating this reality together. Keep shining your light, and I'll catch you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to see more.